I suppose it's time to look back to see how I got here. It's hard to define accomplishments. It really is. We want to define accomplishments by when we scaled the mountain or got the trophy, but really accomplishments are when you have the ability to scale the mountain, when you have the ability to win the trophy, when success becomes inevitable if you stay the path. So here's a timeline. In 2003, I was the assistant to the director for Importance of Being Earnest, classic. But he wasn't setting it in the 19th century. He decided to set it in the 1920s. So everything had to be updated. And one of the key pieces was money. There's a lot of things about money in this play, and I had to take them from pounds in the correct time period, the late 19th century, to pounds in the 1920s. But I didn't stop there. I wanted the actors to understand. So I then took it into US dollars in 2003 so they understood how much money each of the references was. Through that, I understood precision. In 2006, I wrote and directed my own play and funded Dragon's Breath, a 1-hour, non-violent children's play. Characters never have conflict through violence. In fact, there's very little conflict at all. And I learned that there is, if difficult, a way to navigate this. I learned about innovation. 2011 to 13 was a tricky time for me because I was homeless. And I learned a great deal about compassion. Overlapping that time period from 2011 to 2019, I was in the Army. And I learned about teamwork. Now, there's a lot of kinds of teamwork, and actually I learned about all of them. There's the teamwork where all of you are equals, doing similar tasks. I learned about that in the Army. But then there's the teamwork where one person is leading the rest, maybe an officer or a sergeant leading lower enlisted. And I learned about that. But the most important part of teamwork that I learned is when each one of us has a unique set of skills and we came together to accomplish a goal. That I learned from the Army as well. In 2020, I was teaching theater in a park on one-on-one classes in what I call theater in isolation. We stood 6 feet apart. I had no crew. I had no techies, but I still had to teach. And for this, everything came back to me. I learned about expertise. I couldn't refer my students to someone else for one part of it. So, with these 5 powers combined, I am... No, that's the wrong picture. That's the wrong... See, there's 6. There's 6. Hang on. There it is. I'm Captain Theater? I don't know. I couldn't help myself. So, not every event is good. Not every event is happy. Not even every event is about theater. But when you combine these 5, it makes my theatrical skills significantly better.